All right, good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Can you guys hear me all right? Can you guys hear me all right? Or can you guys even hear the wind, or am I good? Can you guys hear the wind, or am I good? Can you guys hear me? Or is the wind too much? I don't see any comments. Sup, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hey, Stephanie, can y'all hear me? Happy Sunday. Can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. How y'all doing today? It's a beautiful day here in Mississippi. Yes, it is. Springtime weather. God knows, listen, He knows I'm loving this weather. Can put on my sauna suit, sunny weather, and get out and walk the neighborhood. I think that is what I look forward to the most when the weather gets warm. I think that's what I look forward to the most when the weather gets warm. And it's the first day of spring. Absolutely, Stephanie. Didn't even think about that. Listen, things are working out. Come on. Things are falling into place. That is our declaration. I need y'all to make that declaration. Type it in on the screens. Things are falling into place. Come on, somebody tell your neighbor. Things are falling into place. Okay, Lord, I don't want to go that way. Okay. Things are falling into place. Come on. Some of y'all don't have no choice but to believe that. Things are falling into place. Come on, I need some more people to type that in. Tell your neighbor, listen. Things are falling into place. I'm going to say it again. Things are falling into place. Yes, they are. You don't have no choice but to believe that. And the truth of the matter, if I can just be real, if you refuse to believe that things are falling into place for you concerning your life, your destiny, what you're believing God for, you absolutely will not make it. God says, I need to say that again. If you refuse to believe, right, that things are falling into place in your life, concerning your destiny, concerning the things that you are standing for, you will not make it. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say it again. If you refuse to believe that things are falling into place in every single area of your life, you will not make it. I woke up this morning. Can you guys still hear me? The wind is going a little bit, but can y'all still hear me? God says I need to say that last one again. If you refuse to believe, hear me now, that things are absolutely falling into place in your life, you will not make it. I woke up this morning and there was just a resounding peace in the atmosphere. I'm going to say it again. I woke up this morning and there was just a resounding peace that was in the atmosphere. I'm walking up a hill, so y'all don't hear me breathing hard. And so when I felt this peace, I heard the Lord say, there's no reason to be afraid now. Things are falling into place. And it's like in that moment, every ounce of worry, every ounce of fear concerning things that have yet to happen, concerning the new thing that God is doing in my life, it's like it all went away. And it's like in that moment, God began to show me. God began to show me in that moment. Hear me now. He began to show me. Thank you. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. It's a lot of traffic out on this Sunday. But in that moment, God flashed before my eyes how previously, even in moments of uncertainty, right, that everything had always fallen into place. I mean, we really have to think about it. The reason why we have so much fear when it revolves around the things that we are believing God for is because of all the testing and the trials. So when we have to endure, right? Even when we see God come through, we see things fall into place. God can show us that all those situations were out of our control. We've all had a moment, right? Where we see God just show up in a way that lets us know that we were worried for no reason at all, right? But it's like when you go through so much trauma from all the testing and the trials, and you get into a point where you kind of feel a little bit worn down, right? It's like concerning new things, breakthroughs, blessings that we're believing God for, we have so many doubts. And it's like in the moment of us having to believe God for something else, it's like we fail to realize how every other single time things always fell into place. So that was like the vision that God gave me, just a glimpse of my life, right? All the testing and trials, and how after every single test and trial, I've always come out victorious, right? And so today was like the first morning that I actually woke up, looked around where I was, looked at every single thing that I've been through these past few months, and it was the first day that I actually believed God when he said things are falling into place. Because sometimes even though God will say a thing, right? Sometimes even though God will say a thing, we still find ourselves not really believing it. Okay, I'm going to say it again. There are some moments in life, y'all got to catch this. There are some moments in life where you can hear God tell you all day long he going to come through for you. You can hear him all day long tell you that things are falling into place. But because you have so much fear, so many doubts, because you may be feeling drained or whatever the case may be, it's just like we sometimes we really don't believe when we really want to believe. Am I making sense? So that is why I say today was the first day that I woke up, looked around me, thought about the housing process, my dog, and everything else that I've been going through. And I heard the Lord so very clearly say, things are falling into place. And for many people, not just under the sound of my voice, but even people, throughout the body of Christ, many people will know this year, even though for many of us it started off rocky, but this will be the year where many of us can look back at this particular moment, right, in this season of spring of 2022 and say, yep, that's when things fell into place. Many people are going to be able to look back at this season and be able to say, yep, that was when things physically began to fall into place. Things are always going to be out of our control, y'all. Always. And I'm going to just be real. Getting to a place where you can say, God, even though I wanted to trust what you were saying, I didn't really trust you. Getting to that place requires maturity, because we can be real. Some of our faith has not been where we would want it to be. I'm going to say it again. And, I think the point to ponder is when you're asking yourself, have I really been believing you, God? Is, how you respond in the silence, right? How you respond in the silence. How's your countenance, right? In moments where you ain't getting that constant reassurance, right? That right there tells us in itself whether or not we're really firm on what we're believing God for. And so I heard again, right, to reiterate what the Lord told me. Many people will be able to look at this spring, right, as a time, a point, a moment within this year, moment within a season, where you can say, yep, that is where things physically began to fall into place. Yep, that's when the miracle happened. Yep, that's when the breakthrough came. Yep, that's when, come on, the dominoes or the dots started connecting. You're going to be able to look at this season as being such a season where God begins to shift you and spring you forward into all that He has for you. Right? Now, that's not to say that you won't be tested, that you won't be tried. That's not to say, that God is not going to test your faith or that the enemy will not come. But the Lord is saying, even in the midst of adversity, things are still falling into place. Even in the midst of the enemy being present, things will still fall into place in your life. I want you guys to take a look at the things that you are currently believing God for. I want you guys to take a look, right, at the things that have been long suffering in your life. And I want you to tell yourself, this is where it shifts. Come on. I want you to look at those areas, whether it's marriage, whether it's financial, whether it's a job, living arrangements, business, whatever the case may be. And I want you to speak this out of your mouth right now. This is where it shifts. This is where it shifts. This is where it shifts. I want you to say it out of your mouth. This is where it shifts. This is where it starts to change. Right? This is where the struggle ends. This is where the miracle comes. This is where the breakthrough hits. Right here. This is where it shifts. Because mark my words, things are falling into place. They always have been, but a lot of times we've been unwilling to see it. We've been so unwilling to see, right? The fear blinded us. It clouded our ability to see that all along God was working it for our good. Whew. Things are falling into place. I need y'all to just type that in right now. Things are falling into place. And that is the word that the Lord gave me this morning. Be at peace. Be at peace because you really believe God. I'm going to say it again. Be at peace because you really believe God. God says I need to say that again. Be at peace because you actually believe that things are falling into place. Be at peace. And if you find yourself still uneasy after this broadcast, ask the Lord to help get you to the root of why you're having trouble believing. Because where there's faith, where there's belief, there is no anxiety, there is no depression. I'm going to say that again. Where there is real faith, real belief, there's no doubt. There's no highs and lows of your emotions. It ain't none of that. It's a surety, it's peace, it's joy, right? And so that is it. That is the broadcast. If you can receive this, can you just tell God thank you? If you can receive this, can you just tell God thank you? And that's the broadcast, y'all. Things are falling into place. I pray that I am not freezing. I pray that I'm not freezing. Am I freezing? So that's it. To those of you guys that need to sow seed into this word or feel led to sow seed into this word, you can sow one or two ways. You can sow via paypal.me/thoughtsbyt, or you can sow via the Cash App using $thoughtsbyt. The funds are going to go towards groceries today. That is where the funds are going towards, just food. I'm actually going to cook today. So that is where the funds are going. Am I freezing? Because I do not see any comments. Let me pause. Okay, can I get someone to type in the information for me? Can I get someone to type in the information for me? Thank you so much, Stephanie. So that's it. For those of you guys that need prayer or have a testimony to share, you guys can send those prayers and testimonies to prayer.thoughtsbyt@gmail.com. I love you guys. I am rooting for you guys. And so